Hi, welcome back to our first day of Christmas countdown. Today is the last day before Christmas. And today we're going to be making some Christmas trees. So, what you would need to do is gather your supplies. You need two waffle cones that are pointy. You need some Christmas decorations. I have a large star tip and I also have a small star tip, and both frostings are vanilla flavor, buttercream, and they are colored green. And you would want to use both because your hand is going to get tired once you start piping. So I will use the larger one on the bottom and the smaller one as we get closer to the top. So how we will make this work is we are going to put a little dab of our green frosting in the top. I don't know if you could really see it, but just put it in the top. And then you see how your cones are angled? So you just want one to fit within the other because you want your tree to stand up. That's the purpose. So you'll put two together so your tree will stand up as one. And then you'll have that one perfect Christmas tree. This is a great thing if you would like to create Christmas trees instead of your gingerbread houses and things of that nature to keep the fun building. So how we would begin is you'll start at the bottom, and you may have to hold it, but you're gonna create like little stars at the bottom of the tree to give it a foundation so that it will stand up. That's why I use the larger one at the bottom so that I don't, and I think it's a 1M tip, not think, but it is a 1M tip that you would use for this. And then just go up the sides, and the closer you get to the top, you can start using your smaller tip because it'll be a little bit finer as the inside starts to become smaller, and you'll have less space to work with as well. And then this is, like I said, this is something that you can design instead of designing gingerbread houses for the year. You can design Christmas trees and let everybody make their own Christmas tree the way they would like to make their own Christmas tree, and add their own decorations and however they want to decorate it. That could be their gingerbread type of representation of themselves if you would like to do that. Or you can make the Christmas tree and add it on the side of your gingerbread house. Have more than one option. But this will be a great replacement if you want to replace your gingerbread houses. But I like to make the gingerbread houses. I guess my favorite part is to see if my gingerbread house will stand up better than it did the previous year. Because, whoo, them little gingerbread men that they send in those kits, they start falling off and you can't really hold on to them. And then it's a horrible ratio. So I'm using my smaller star tip now, and you see how some of the stars, the frosting has changed due to the different types of tips. And some of our trees change, but what you can do is once you finish piping your entire tree, you can go back in and just add a little bit of this star tip. Or if you don't mind piping, you can use your small star tip to do your whole entire tree and have it at one consistency. But I used to run through the process. You can have a white tree, you can have a gold tree, whatever color tree you want. Now, this is how I would go through just to add in a little of the in-depth pieces to my tree in some of the gaps that you see. But that way it'll give your tree some different mediums that you could see throughout your tree that your eye can catch, versus really noticing that your tree is two different colors, or if your tree is with the bigger star tip or the smaller star tip. It's just going back in and filling it out. And like I say, feel free to do the smaller star tip if you would like the entire tree. But I just want to give you a different view. You see how that all comes together? Now, you can, it's your option, you can just put your decorations on your tree, or you could get you some powdered sugar and a sifter like this, and just maybe a spoonful, and just sift it onto your tree as if it has snowed, to give your tree a little more variation. Here in South Carolina, we rarely see snow. I think it snowed and it dried up as fast as it was coming down, so, you know, not a lot to write home about. And then you can take some of your decorations, you can place them on your tree, or you can just throw them on your tree. That's why this is a great project that people can do with their own tree, that they can decorate their own tree whatever way they like, whatever colors they want. That could be their project if you want to do it as a Christmas decorating party, and just decorate your tree. So for me, I'm not that particular as how my tree looks, and I'm probably that way when I'm putting my ornaments on my tree anyway. But yeah, so I'm going to add a little bit more sprinkles and things on my tree. And you can press them into your tree. You can take your time and fully give this like all of your all and decorate your tree. But I'm just giving you something to go by. Now, you can take and put a star at the top of your tree, or if you want to make an ornament, angel, you can put that at the top of your tree. It's completely up to you as how you want to decorate your Christmas tree. I am going to just take a star, snowflake, and put it at the top of my tree for representation. And of course you can get a bigger one, or you can do a smaller one. But that's just my first day of Christmas tree for you. It has been a wonderful 12 days with you creating new desserts. I look forward to seeing all of your desserts whenever you post them on www.wendykblair.com in my Teens Corner. I would love to see all of your desserts. I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you. Have a Merry Christmas and a wonderful, wonderful holiday season.